Hey friends, I'm here with my son Hudson today, and he's going to read some Bible verses for you. Here's one question that I have to honestly ask myself on a regular basis. Am I caring about what God cares about? Or am I just busy following my own ideas, my own agenda, caring more about what I care about? What about you today? Are you caring about what God cares about? We know our chief, highest goal in life is to glorify God and enjoy Him forever, as the Westminster Shorter Catechism eloquently says. But what does that mean? What does that really mean, to glorify God? Well, that word glorify comes from a Greek verb used in the New Testament, doxazo, which means to reveal, to make known, to put on display. Now, how does that work in our lives? Think about this. My wife and I like to go window shopping from time to time, and last winter we were at Moody Bible Institute's Founders Week conference in downtown Chicago. And we got away in an afternoon to walk down Magnificent Mile past those giant department stores. All those huge stores have huge display windows all along the sidewalk. And those display windows are showing just a portion of what that store is all about, what that company sells, hoping to generate our interest so that we go inside and buy something. Now, our lives are to put God on display, showing what He's all about, showing His heart, displaying what He cares about, a portrait of that to everybody around us. So we are called to glorify Him. That means to put God's heart on display through our lives today. That's what it means to reveal Him, or to doxazo God. It starts with, though, caring about what God cares about. And here's one thing that God cares about very deeply. He has deep concern for orphans, for fatherless, motherless children all around the world. God makes it clear in His Word what He thinks of orphans. And the way that we can glorify God, to put Him on display, is by caring for orphans. So here's the word on orphans, with my son Hudson helping me out.
You shall not afflict any widow or orphan. If you afflict them at all, and if he does cry out to me, I will surely hear his cry, and my anger will be kindled, and I will kill you with a sword.
Whoa. And here's another picture of God's heart in Deuteronomy 10, verses 17 and 18, where it says, "For the Lord your God is the God of gods and the Lord of lords, the great, the mighty, and the awesome God, who does not show partiality nor take a bribe. And He executes justice for the orphan and the widow, and shows His love for the foreigner by giving him food and clothing."
Now we're going to do James 1:27. 27. Pure and undefiled religion in the sight of our God and Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself unstained by the world.
And in Isaiah chapter 10, verses 1 and 2, God pronounces a judgment, a woe judgment against those who are not caring about what He cares about, that being widows and orphans. He says this: "Woe to those who enact evil statutes, and to those who constantly record unjust decisions, so as to deprive the needy of justice and rob the poor of my people of their rights, so that the widows may be their spoil and that they may plunder the orphans." You see, God cares about orphans. Ready? Psalm 10, verse 14 says this:
You have been helper of the orphan.
Now catch this number. There are an estimated 18 million orphans worldwide who are either in an orphanage or living on the streets. And that doesn't account for the thousands and thousands of children in foster care in the United States. So God cares about orphans. His Word makes that clear. And when we holistically care about what He cares about, we're going to care about the fatherless, motherless children here in our own country and across the world. And when we do that, we're putting His kingdom agenda on display. We're putting His heart on display. And we are fulfilling that chief, highest goal that we have for life, to glorify God. and enjoy him forever. So for today, here are 3 action steps I would encourage you to consider taking. One is consider sponsoring an orphan through the ministry that I'm currently serving with, LifeChange Action. LifeChangeAction.com is the website you may visit. And last December, I went to Casa, Hogar, an orphanage in Tijuana, Mexico, and visited these orphans. Here, take a look. Hello. Enjoy your cereal. And your cereal too? Yeah.
Hola. Hola.
Christmas tree? I know. My children love Christmas trees too. Oh, up there. It's Rudolph. Yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And here's a second suggestion that I encourage you to consider. Go visit the website for Compassion International and pray about sponsoring an orphan through their ministry in some part of the world. And thirdly, I encourage you to visit togetherforadoption.org. Many of my friends are considering adoption right now, and many of our friends have adopted children. And what a beautiful picture of the gospel adoption portrays for everyone, that as God has adopted us, so we can reflect his heart in physically adopting children all around the world and bringing them to the light of the gospel. So I would encourage you to consider going to togetherforadoption.org and see maybe if God is calling you to reflect his heart, put his heart on display through your life by adopting a child. And bottom line is, we are to put God's heart on display through our lives in every action, whether that's through caring for orphans as he cares about them, or ministering to widows, or praying for those in need, or a whole myriad of other ways we can reflect God's heart. That is what God is calling us to do today, and to enjoy him as we're satisfied in him, glorifying him through the process of our lives.
And that's just
Not windows, widows. Not windows. Windows darn in distress. Oh, unless they're antique.